Okay, so this is the proportions means. So now look at this question right here. So, for example, let's think of this is the Eiffel Tower. And then this is the height of the Eiffel Tower, which is we don't know it. So let me use one more thing. Give me 1 second. So I can show you quickly. Yeah, this is good. Now this is the Eiffel Tower height. Let's think of it. But I don't know how to find it out because it straight goes up, and then you can use any measuring tapes or anything like that. But one thing I can find is the shadow. So from here to here, I can definitely find this distance. I can just drive it, whatever, I can find this distance. So let's say this is 45 feet. So this is 45 feet you got. Now, what I can do, I'll take a person right here, and I know the height of the person is like, 6 feet. And I can see, the person next to the Eiffel Tower, and then I can see how much shadow it's coming. So that is 3 feet. Okay? So you see there's like a height of the person, you can find it out. And then the shadow is 3 feet, we can definitely find it out. So now, using this, just creating a similar triangles, we can find the height of this tower. So since we know these are similar, so what we need to do is we put the proportions here. So the proportions basically, you can put it, so I'm going to start with the x first. So x over 6, which should be same as, this is 45 feet over 3 feet. Do you understand that? How do I put the ratios? This x is tall, high, and then this is the shadow. So I put the ratios. Now once you have that, it's just easy to multiply them. So I multiply by 6 on both sides.
Isn't it basically the same thing that we did in the last problem?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing. So it's a 90 feet. So the height of this tower is 90 feet. Do we use a measuring tape to measure this one? No. We use the math and logic. Then you can get the height of this Eiffel Tower. What do you guys get? Number 2, slope.
I got 28 over 5.
28 over 5. Okay, Bhavisha.
I got 5.6.
5.6. It's the same thing. Yeah, because 5 times 5 is 25. That's good. Saisha?
I got 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check it. What's happening? So definitely, when you look at the proportions, sometimes to confuse you guys, they give you the other sides also, and then they confuse like, oh, which side should I match with it? So always match with the A, with the D, B with the E, and then C with the F. That's how you match with it. So if you're looking for A, B, this is 5, and then you have to look at it D, E, which is 4. So if you want to put a ratio of 5 over 4, it's the same as 7 over x. So whatever you start first, that's what you need to use it. So cross multiply it, that's a 5x equals 28, and x equals 28 over 5. Okay. Sometimes what are the common mistakes? Kids do a lot of mistakes. Here 5 over 4, but here x over 7. So that's a mistake. You can't do that. You need to follow which one you start first. That's where you have to go to the top. Okay. All right, let's try the next one. Slow, read the question.
Roger is 5 feet tall and casts a shadow 3.5 feet long. At the same time, the flagpole outside his school casts a shadow 14 feet long. Write and solve the problem to find the height of the flagpole.
Okay. So these questions back again, and they will come in the trigonometry, but we're going to use some angles and those things, but the same concept. Okay. So we can use the ratios over there also. So let's try this one. You can draw a picture if you needed to. It's just a question like this. Okay. So let's try that. And this is an important question. You see on a lot of text also.
Oh, I wrote it wrong.
Hmm.
I did 14 over x, not x over.
Oh, okay, so yeah, so that's a common mistake that you need to be careful with that. Okay, so you can put an x over 5 equal 14 over 3.5, and then cross multiply it, you get the answer. Okay. So first, I'm looking at the height, right? The height of the flagpole is x. So let me use a highlighter. This is x, and in this one, what is the height of the person? So that's the 5. So x over 5. And then this side is 14, and then this side is 3.5. Okay, so that's how you set it. Or if you want to write this one first, like 5 over x, and then 3.5 over 14, you'll get the same thing. Okay, so either way, it's right. It's fine. But if you write a 5 over x, then you have a x in the denominator, and then you need to do cross multiply, all those things. But if you write x over 5, you already have x on the top, so all you have to multiply by 5 on both sides, and you can get the answer faster. Okay. Good. Now, if I can want to reduce this one, that I can get 2 times 4 and 2 times 9. But now their ratios is not same. Or I can write it, this is 2/3 to the square, because 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9. Okay? So the areas ratios with the squares, whatever the sides ratio, we square them. Then we get the areas ratio. This is a really important question, and I want you guys to really pay close attention, because you see these type of questions in the like your state exams. Okay? So the state exams, they always focus on these type of questions. And then this one, it's a prism. There was a prism we can call as like a box. So you have this is x, this is 2, and this is 35, this is 10. So we need to find out how much is the x value. Okay. So the simple ways, I mean, you can write it as like as a problem, x over 35, which is same as 2 over 10. But as I always said, you always can look at the easy way for these questions. You see this 2, and then it becomes 10, which you multiply by 5, right? So then same way you can do this too. So it's 735. 1 times 5 gives you 35. So that way you can answer that also faster. Or if you want to solve this, times 35 on both sides. 5 times 2, 5 times 7, 2 to cross out, x is 7. So you get the same way, either way you can do it, but always look for the logic. That helps you get a good scores on the SAT. Okay? So looking at the logic is really important. All right, next question is about the properties for the real estate, what we can call. So when we look at it, like, when you're building, especially your parents are looking for to buy a house, they always look for the floor plan. So they look at it like, oh, okay, what comes with it? So this is it's a model. It's a model for the actual house to build. So in this model, you can see there is this is a family room, and I think that this is the kitchen. There's a one bedroom. So it's basically, it's explaining everything that they're gonna build in a big scale. But here, they use it in a smaller scaler, so you can see what is happening there. Now, if you look at this room, refer to the home builder's advertisement here. The family room in the both models are the rectangular. So how much carpet is needed to carpet the family room in a Western model? So the Eastern model, it includes 120 square feet family room. And in the new Western model, the double the dimensions of the family room. So they double the dimensions. So we need to know how much square feet that is going to need it. Okay? Think about it. Now the room, 12 feet by 10 feet, that makes totally good sense of us, because this is 10 feet and this is 12 feet. but its dimensions are double. That means this becomes 20 feet, and this becomes 24. Make sense? Double means. Now, what is the area? It's going to be 20 times 4. 24 is 480. This was 120. Well, now this is 480. You see the area does not double. So it becomes how many times? 4 times. The area becomes 4 times. Okay, so this is a really important question.